What's up, everyone? Fight Zone MMA. Today we got some crazy MMA news. Let's get right into it. First off, we got Michael Venom Page calling out Dana White for the state of fighter pay in the UFC. MVP says, "This is why I wasn't initially excited about the Paramount deal, because for me, the bonus increase doesn't do enough compared to the amount of money they just brought in for themselves," referring to the UFC. To see how highly Dana White values people outside the sport that kind of built his reputation is just upsetting, to be fair. This might be shaping up to be a turning point for the UFC. MVP is the second high-profile fighter in 2 days to complain about fighter pay, with the first being Sean O'Malley yesterday, in response to the Zuffa boxing purse being disclosed for Conor Benn. Conor Benn, a bum with no notable wins in boxing, is going to be making the same amount as 5 full cards of UFC fighters combined in one night. UFC fighters need to get a union going now, because they're under a monopoly, and I just don't see Dana magically taking the boot off of them one day and going, you know what, I want to make less money and give more to the fighters. It's not happening. And ironically, UFC athletes are going to have to fight for higher pay. Next up, we got UFC reportedly spending $60 million on the UFC White House card. What a travesty. Dana's got his top fighters begging for a bonus, complaining about pay, and working Uber Eats on the side. But he's got $60 million in store for a circus tent on the White House lawn and a round-trip ticket to Epstein Island. Fighters on this card are likely not going to see even 1/10 of that $60 million. On top of that, not a single actual MMA fan will be attending this event. The event, since it's taking place on the White House lawn, is going to be entirely private audience, and that audience is going to be entirely made up of Nepo babies and 70-year-old war criminals. Dana should be ashamed of himself. On the bright side, I'm looking forward to seeing only finishes on this card, since fighter contracts for this event are including a deportation clause if you end up going to a decision. Next up, we got Robert Whittaker saying he's going to move up to light heavyweight. Robert recently did an interview with Submission Radio where he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. I know there are a lot of naysayers, a lot of things on the internet saying small this, small that. Shut up, dude. I want to give it a go. You know, I'm on the tail end of my career, so I've got to try rather than just thinking about what ifs. Bro, you don't have to do this. With this mentality, you might as well go to heavyweight because I gotta try, right?" But Robert Whittaker is not going to heavyweight, and that's because he knows it's time to hang it up. Robert Whittaker, while once a great fighter, is washed up now and is one of the smallest middleweights. To go up to light heavyweight and have to fight massive guys like Johnny Walker and Khalil Roundtree, I don't see a move to light heavyweight being good for anyone except Robert Whittaker's doctor cashing a massive check. Anyways, that's going to do it for today. Like, comment, subscribe, Fight Zone MMA. I'll see you in the next one.